Oh, there we go. It's showing that I am live. Oh, I forgot my mic. Anyway, welcome, gardening comrades. I am GMama Growz, hard in the garden. Thank you for scrolling through, and I would appreciate your support of my channel by clicking that like button. It's early in the mornings, and I know people got places to go and things to do. Therefore, I'm going to get this good show on the road. And what's going on here? Plant party for my Mewai kumquat. Yep, that's what this is. Real quick. I ain't gonna be long with your time because, like I said, time keeps on ticking. So let me get the camera set up and I'll be starting. And this will be probably a quiet stream because I forgot my mic. So I know I'm not going to be able to be heard, but that's okay. I'm going to keep it going anyway because I got to get this done and get ready for my, oh, where are my gloves? Hashtag WIG because I have done nothing, even though I was kind of prepared. Not prepared, not really. I'm grabbing my gloves right now. Excuse me, I should have grabbed me some tea because, like I said, it's early in the mornings and I'm pretty doggone dry. Okay, let me check this chat right quick before I get started. Good morning, Tampa. Tampa's Creek Homestead and more. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Farmer Chaz, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Thank you, Tampa, for letting me know you can hear me because I forgot my mic this morning. And yeah, I'm always forgetting something. But this morning, I am up potting my Mewai kumquat right here. I've had this plant since October. It's fruiting and flowering. I seen it flowering, so I didn't want to up pot it, but seeing as that, yeah, I'm tired of looking at it in that pot and I'm ready to get it into a new pot. And what are those? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to treat it too because, yeah, I see spider mites, to which this is an old apartment and there are spider mites all over the place. So luckily I know how to eradicate them. Where is my spray? It's not over here. So hang on one time and I gotta grab my spray for my plant because yeah, I'm gonna treat it before. And I did not bring my, okay, so this is gonna be ugly because I need a stake, but I don't need a stake. Anywho, let me check the chat again. And then I gotta go grab my spray for my kumquat. Loud and clear. Thank you, Tampa. Plant party. You got that right. Foraging and urban farming at the Hermit House. Thank you for scrolling through. Chaz, how was your plate? That's not my mail. You are up and busy. Clary K, thank you for scrolling through. Yes, ma'am. This is my usual time that I am up here. Janet Potter, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. All right, yeah, y'all talking, chatting. That's what's up. Let me grab my spray. That's unfortunate. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is spray it down right quick before and take out these clay pebbles because yeah, they'll be falling all out and in the way. I don't know what kind of plant that was. Okay. I need my scissors too. Apparently, scissors. So I don't know if I can do this very well because this plant has a lot of pokey thorns, or whatever the correct terminology is, but they got stickers on them. And I want to bring y'all in closer. And it don't look like it's enough light. But I'm trying to show the dust because the dust also, has spider webs that you probably cannot hardly see because of this bad lighting. But yeah, those are spider mites, and I'm about to take care of those, like not now, but right now. And the only thing I'm gonna do is soak my leaves down on the top and the bottom. And there's a lot of little fruits on here too. So whatever sticks, I'm hoping something sticks around because it's been about a month. I think I got this plant last month. And the reason I did not up pot it was because it had fruiting flowers and I didn't want to disturb the fruiting flowers. But seeing as that, it needs to be treated, and I'm tired of looking at it in this nursing pot. Yeah. Plant party. Woo! And yeah, I treat the whole plant, not just the area where I saw them because they are so small that I could barely see them. So I need to treat the whole plant to ensure I'm getting them all. And this thing is so crooked, y'all. My apologies. But I am not a professional with this camera work. Let me check the chat again. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down to let YouTube know how you feel, could you please do that? It helps out the channel. Thank you kindly. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody is speaking. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Chaz, I bet that's not my mail. I cooked, that's not my mail. Do you have a pet in that cage? Yes, indeed. My pet bunny. His name is Oreo. And he's behind that box. I changed it to a cardboard box because he likes to chew. And he chews on everything. He'll pop out in a minute. Good morning. Everybody is speaking. Appreciate it. Yes, that's what's in the cage. She keeps her man. How dare you? Herbert House. I do not. That is my bunny, Oreo. Yes, smash that like button. Thank you kindly. Okay, let me get back to this because like I said, this is gonna be the fastest live ever because all I'm doing is putting my plant in a pot. And I hope y'all can see this because it's probably not down here, but that's okay. All I'm doing is pressing around on the pot and releasing the plant. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, it came in half. That's cool too. I ain't tripping because eventually I probably would have done that anyway. So I'm just checking and it's looking like I keep this plant a little too moist. What is that? Okay. I broke the steak that was in there. And I'll have to fill up that pot with soil more because, matter of fact, I'm going to use this soil that's in this pot also. Because that's what it was used to. Okay, it's not coming out of there, so I'm not gonna use it. I ain't tripping because I was prepared. With my soil, that is. And it's very quiet. I wish I could play some music or something. But unfortunately, yeah, we don't use all of that. Because I didn't expect for that plant to flower like that. The roots are good. Even though they were in that nursery pot and I was watering them, they are extremely dry. And they have those slow release. That's what that green stuff is. Slow release fertilizer. And I don't know how they got it all in there, but anywho, we got a majority of that out. And I'm just going, oh, a worm. Let me get you back in there. Red wigglers. They're in all my containers. Yes, they are. I'm trying to bring this closer. So I'll be throwing this stuff all over the place. Uh-oh, I gotta get these roots together too while I'm right here. Hang on one time. Grab my mycorrhizae for these roots. And I put it in a little container so I can work with it easier than constantly going in and out of that bag. But this is mycorrhizae. And it helps support the roots and also lessens the root shock or transplant shock. And since I got it, I'm going to use it. Yes, indeed. Every time I can think about it because it's some good stuff. And it's so moist I can't pick it up. But we're going to try. There we go. Alright, well, I ain't got this good. There we go. So there we go. I was wondering if anybody was in that cage over there. I'm trying to get it in. I probably should lower it down some more because it's going to be a while before these roots see the bottom of this pot. And oh, it's stabbing me on the top of my arm. Make sure it's settled in there. Let me check the chat again. Uh-oh. Maybe not. Scrolling. Hit that like. Thank you kindly. Yes, indeed. I agree, Farmer Chaz. Good morning, Miss Cheryl Norris. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Hey, Cheryl. Scrolling. The Pepper Rookie, thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am just up potting my Mewai kumquat because it's been in that good nursery pot for the longest time. And wouldn't you know it, I did not bring any mulch. but that's okay because I'm gonna use what was in that pot anyway, which is, or should I say, which are the clay pebbles. And it is, yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but that's okay. Let me give it some water, even though it's not really needing it. Oh Lord, sorry about all the clunkety clunk, but this is what I gotta do. And I'm not gonna give it the whole thing, I'm just giving it enough to settle in, and then I'm gonna have to go and grab some more mulch for the top of this. Because I didn't expect to, well, I guess I shouldn't have said I didn't expect to, but I didn't bring any. That was the only thing, because I'd be done right now had I brought that mulch. And this is what it's looking like right now. And I will be treating it again for those spider mites, because one application will not do. It needs to be treated at least 2 times. Let me check the chat again. What did she treat that with? I have a spray that I mix for insects indoors. And my spray is baby shampoo, tea tree oil, and isopropyl alcohol. And the isopropyl alcohol is what rids them of my plants. Nesha says, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Are you using diluted neem? No, ma'am. I do not use neem oil. I use tea tree oil. And the difference between neem oil and tea tree oil is neem tree oil is just a, it's a systemic that will smother the insect, as well as it's going to take a while for it to die. But with the tea tree oil and the isopropyl alcohol, it's instant, and I don't have to worry about them flying away or creating new life. We see you. Thank you, Tampa. Good morning, K. Renee's Garden. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Black Guns and Gardens. Salute. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Stay ready. Yes, indeed, Pepper Ricky. Nice. Fixed up that plant. Thank you. I'm about to go and grab some mulch. And in my case, it's going to be clay pebbles. So hang on one time. I'll let Oreo entertain y'all until I come back. If y'all can see him for the plant. There you go. Give me one quick second. I'm hoping I can find something I can put it in real quick. Alright, I made it back. And what I have is some clay pebbles and some pumice. And I'm going to mix them together. This is the pumice over here. I can't with my other hand, because like I said, I am not a professional with this camera. But anywho, I am going to be mixing. I kind of want to put some more soil on there now that I'm looking at it, because it's awful low. And I don't like being stingy with my plants in this soil. So, yeah, give me a minute. My bad, but I got to, yeah, add some more soil in here. And I'm not seeing my other glove. There it is. And the reason why I'm putting my gloves on is because I don't want all this dirt up my nails. Period. And I gotta scratch around in here and get these clay pebbles. It's not necessary, but and as a matter of fact, because they so muddy, we ain't gonna do that. That ain't what we gonna do. We just gonna go on ahead and put this soil on here that I brought extra. And that's probably why I had it sitting over there. Anywho, here we are. And I need to take that off because it's irritating me. That wooden stake in there. Zip tied with all this, whatever it is, plant tape. And, oh, I'm trying not to poke myself. I feel it coming through my glove. They got it up there too. It's looking like it's not gonna need it. But I will go get a stake for it because I don't want those pokies poking me when I walk by this plant, because it is going to be a house plant. This is one of my tropicals that I got. Look at her, it had broke off. That's why I don't like using no wooden stakes. They rot too easily. Oh man, that's too much. But that's alright, because we're going to keep it in there. Because it looks better than having those roots on the top of that pot like that. One time for the wetting on the top. Just so that soil, or should I say that dust, does not circulate in the air. Let me check the chat again. Cool, I missed that. Nice, fixed up that plant. Thank you kindly. Black guy, speaking, scrolling. Good morning, passionately intrigued artists. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate that time. She turned that man into a rabbit. Poor cute rabbit. Thank you, Chloe. PIA Tampa. Scrolling. I'm checking the chat. What did you spray for the mites? For the mites, I have a homemade concoction of baby shampoo, tea tree oil, isopropyl alcohol, and I think that's all that's in there. A long time in the galaxy. Kumquat trees. Yeah, I got this kumquat because Broke Farmer always talking about kumquats. And I've been listening to him for years talk about these plants. And yeah, I finally broke down and got me one. But this is the clay pebbles. And they are all mixed together because I use them in various places, and they are easily sterilized by boiling them in water. And I'm also going to mix some pumice with that for the top. And this is going to be my mulch. This is lightweight. It's not heavy at all. And I usually put it throughout my soil, but it's expensive. And I can only afford to do it semi-hydroponically, so it is throughout my soil, but not as thick as most of my plants. And my bigger plants like this, and my bigger containers, I use it for heavy mulching to control larvae and everything that's in the soil. Or should I say, prevent them from laying eggs on the top of the soil, because they go in like the first inch or two. And to prevent that, I layer it with a thick layer of mulch, at least 2 to 3 inches. Why? Because in my mind, that is enough to keep them away from that soil and off of my nerves. And we are done. Done. And I'm happy about it. I always feel better after a good plant party. Yes, indeed. And I'm hoping these fruits stick around. Yes, I am. That one's looking kind of weird, so I don't know if it's going to make it or no. And the roots were very short, but they were thick, so we're going to pray for it and keep hope alive. And my back. Let me check the chat again. Scrolling. How cold is it that it's in the 20s? Crafting on the Dime with Shay Shay. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Yeah, and we got snow. So I got to go back out there and check, because I didn't look this morning, but I had to shovel yesterday in order to get out the door. Scrolling. Are those special clay pebbles or what? Miss Cheryl Norris, no, these are just regular clay pebbles. Leca, hydrotin. A lot of names for them. But they help provide aeration in the soil. They don't have any fertilizer. All fertilizer that I give my plants are going to be water soluble because of that reason. Let me see. Clay pebbles for mulch. Farmer Chaz. I done skipped down a whole lot, y'all. Forgive me if I missed anybody. But yeah, clay pebbles are like created by volcanic heat, should I say, that hot that it creates a, I'm not a good explainer, but these are minerals, and it's a hard porous material that's formed out of clay. If you ever buy these and you squeeze them as hard as you can possibly squeeze them, even squeezing them together, if they ever break or crush, they are not good. And I would send those back and get my money back. Pumice is a lightweight mineral also, and they do a lot for the soil. I use a lot more than just those. But when you're into soil, once you start looking into amendments, you will understand why I use so many grow stones. And hello world. I'm going to go over here and grab me a couple of these good, excuse that mess down there, but it's real life around here. A couple of these good tomatoes because, yeah, they passed already. This is Regina, my microdorf tomato, and she is coming out of this system. So this is her last harvest that she'll be giving me because she's been in here over a year. Matter of fact, it is over a year because I planted her last November in here. And I can take all of these, but I'm going to give it one more day. And I'm just going to take these. And these tomatoes are delicious. Yes, indeed. Uh-oh. So I'm going to be taking those in there with me. And I'm taking this plant out also. This is callaloo, and it grows prolifically fast in here. I had planned on harvesting seeds. That's why I let it bulk like that. But they're not turning black. So I'm not sure if it's because it's constantly in the water. Because usually when I'm about to harvest seeds, I'll stop watering so that they can become viable. Because as long as there's water, they are not. And I am done. Did it done, y'all. Fastest live alive, that's what I'm saying. And this chat is not acting right because it's looking like I done seen this stuff already. Goat poo, okay, I meant rabbit poo, yes. Clay pebbles, I see that. Oh, wow. I'm glad I asked. I went in when we got rocks. Yeah, that's different than, it's totally different than rocks. As a matter of fact, the gardening centers, they should have them. And here's an example of one that has zeolite. And those are all the minerals that I'm going to be growing with for my hashtag WIZG. And zeolite is another mineral, and that mineral actually absorbs and detoxifies lead and things that are in the soil. Okay, I seen that. I'm about to leave the house in a bit. Okay, crafting on the dime. Thank you kindly. I appreciate your time. Oreo is a rabbit. Yes, he is a rabbit. Hang on one time. And he is a mini Rex rabbit, so he will never get over the size that he is now. He is a full-grown adult rabbit, and he is 4 pounds. Well, he could be 5 pounds. Oreo, is you asleep, bro? I think he's asleep. Oreo. Oh, no, he ain't asleep. He looking for a treat every time. But yes, he is a mini Rex rabbit. And he is 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. He is 4 years old. So 4 years old, 4 pounds. Could be 5 pounds because all he do is chew and eat. Yes, more soil. Oh man, I missed something. I've been remineralizing my soil and my plants are enjoying it. And so am I. Oh, you was asleep, huh, bro? Soyini Macarno, thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Zeta Rose, wonderful morning to you. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Yeah, gotta run because, yeah, I feel you. Time is a ticking and I am done. The main thing I wanted to do was get my kiwi in a bigger pot so I can get it out of that doggone nursery pot. And yeah, I have accomplished my mission for today. An entrepreneurial diary, Shamika. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Oh Lord, I knew somebody was gonna ask that. PIA, what ratio do you use in your spray? I am using a 16-ounce bottle, and I use 1 teaspoon of the isopropyl alcohol. I use about 1 ml or 30 drops of the tea tree oil, and I use a tablespoon of the baby shampoo. And it should be on mist, not uh, the heavy soaking cycle, because the mist ensures that everything is coated. She don't be playing with her lab work. I sure don't, Miss Cheryl. I really don't like giving out measurements because everybody's measurements are different as far as eyeballing and all of that. She may have a patent to that mix. No, I don't. It's just a regular, well, should I say, I know I don't want to repel bugs. I want to end them. Jags, J3GS Farm, thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Yes, shovel. Crafted on the dime. You be cracking me up. Yes, I had to shovel. Hang on one time. I'm stepping on my jump. I had to shovel. Can you see it? It's drying up now. I'm happy about that. But yeah, let me close my door because it's my house plants. And it's warming up too. It feels like it's probably up to 30 about now. We have 5 inches. Dang, PIA. And y'all usually, that mean we about to get some more because y'all get it before we get it. Can you use snow as rainwater? I have never tried to use snow as rainwater, but if it collects in something, it'll freeze. So I'm not sure how that'll work. I like pumice also helps with aeration. Yes, it does. Pumice is very helpful with aeration. Sion needs to stay with in her lab. Got my going out. Okay, thank you, Miss Cheryl. Nice, lovely tomatoes. Thank you kindly, Shamika. Good morning, L Triple G Love. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I can hardly wait to get my tomato. Yes, I am so excited. I done did everything in that thing. Tomatoes, peppers, beans. Good morning, F. Smith Welch. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Miss Patty's Kitchen, Garden and Kitchen and more. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I just finished up potting, having a plant party for my kumquat here. Someone asked about the ratio of baby shampoo, tea tree oil, and alcohol. I'm also curious. Janet Potter, thank you for your question. And I did the ratios, I think, PIA. But baby shampoo, 1 tablespoon. And this is for a small amount because, like I said, this is only about 16-ounce bottle. It's not a 32-ounce bottle. As a matter of fact, for size reference, this is 32 ounces and this is 16 ounces. So 16 ounces, I use 1 tablespoon of baby shampoo, 1 ml or 30 drops of tea tree oil, and 1 teaspoon of isopropyl alcohol, which isopropyl alcohol also comes in different strengths. I think I have the, oh Lord, 91%. Oh, Chanel in here, I done missed her. How did I do that? Chanel loves the garden. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Wow, instead of a dog or a cat, you got a rabbit? Yes, ma'am. My son gave me that rabbit a couple of years ago now. I got him in 2021. And when I got him, he was 1 year old and he was smaller. He was like a little puff ball in my hand. Wednesday blessings, everyone. Thank you, Miss Patty. Do you ever use Oreos poop? Yes, indeed, in all of my pots. And I make a tea, if you will, out of it. And water my plants also. So yeah, he's the reason for a lot of this green around here. Thank you. Does it have to be baby shampoo? It can be any type of soap that you prefer. I don't use what is it, a dishwashing liquid, or yeah, I don't use that stuff because those chemicals in those different type of liquids is what breaks your leaves down. My example is they fight grease and antibacterial. It will degrade the leaf because of the fact that it's removing the oils from the leaf, as well as it's causing a chemical reaction. Whereas the baby shampoo, or an organic, if you will, shampoo, something that does not have I can't say what they have because I'm not looking at the labels. But anywho, yeah, I just recommend a more natural shampoo or natural soap. Let me say that. To Layla Davis Baker, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Can I use dish soap? I would not, but you can use dish soap. I learn so much every time I watch your videos. Well, thank you so much, Soyini. I appreciate that. All that snowbirds have free water. Yeah, when they're out. I hardly ever hear any birds in the wintertime, but I do. Your yard is on lockdown. Yes, indeed it is, because it's snowing out there. I covered up my stuff early. I be watching the weather. We used to make snow ice cream. Yeah, a lot of people did. I was not interested in that, and I still see people making snow ice cream. I just was not interested in that. Really informative. Thank you, L Triple G. So what if you're doing wig and it's snowing outside? I just put my buckets outside overnight. Oh, that's a good idea, Pepper Rookie. That is a good idea. I sure got some buckets because I'll be collecting my rainwater when I do collect it. That is a great idea. Thank you, Pepper Rookie, because yeah, I ain't even think about that. And bring it inside. Oreo fertilizer. Yes, indeed. It's the best. Science, GMama. That's no, the alcohol. That's why I said measurements. You start small. I would even start with a half of a teaspoon versus a teaspoon to see how your leaves are going to react, because it is also a chemical and it's very strong, and it's also meant to strip. But at the same time, it's meant to disinfect and all that other stuff, but it's a totally different chemical than the chemical that is in dish soap, to which I can't explain what the different chemical is. Oh, what do you mix? Triple J, thank you for scrolling through. What mix do you use for indoors? Okay, I probably need to have some more specifics on that because I use a bunch of mixes indoors. My latest mix is my remineralized, where I use some soil on the bottom and the majority of the top is the pumice, the clay pebbles, and other uh, materials. Good morning, Urban Gardening Chronicles. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am done, y'all. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. Good morning, good morning. Scrolling, scrolling. Oh, I must be to the end. Hey, I made it to the end, y'all. Yes, indeed. And I'm happy about it because, like I said, time keeps on ticking, and I know people got things to do and places to go. Yes, indeed. Have an awesome day, everyone. Let me turn back around so I can say, see y'all later. Peace and love, my garden comrades. Heal thyself. It can be done. I'm out. Team Replay, I appreciate y'all. Y'all rock. Thank you kindly. Have a productive day on purpose, everybody. Yes, I'm sure I want to end.